they're going to try to run the ball. Cincinnati is committed to the run. Cincinnati was down 21 points against Kansas City, and in the end, Mixon still went over his rush attempts prop. He's a talented running back. Their offensive line is not good pass blocking, but when it comes to rush blocking, they're middle of the road. And I think we might be overrating the Rams' rush defense a little bit too much. They played some pretty soft matchups recently. I know Eli Mitchell is a good running back, but that was a very one-dimensional offense that they faced that week. I mean, if you go back to the regular season when Jimmy Garoppolo was healthy, Mitchell was running all over the Rams. I go week 16, Baltimore was running all over the Rams. I think that Cincinnati has a real shot of moving the ball, especially if everyone is expecting pass and teams are game planning and scheming for the pass. It's going to open up opportunities on the ground.
All right, what are you doing here, Matty?
I think it's half an overreaction because on the Bengals side, yes, I do think Joe Mixon could have a really big game here. So to fade him and expect that Burrow is going to be the main part of the Bengals offense, I feel like that's an overreaction. But on the Rams side, we have a lot going on with the running backs. Cam Akers didn't practice at all this past week. I would assume that he gets back out and practices this coming week and plays, but it could mean that he's on the field less. It could mean Sony Michel gets a larger workload. Darrell Henderson could wind up active for this game, and then we have a 3 running back rotation. So betting any overs on any Rams running backs right now, especially because Michel's not listed. So basically, if you're betting over on Akers, I think that is a little bit concerning. So fading that for now, yes, I agree with that. But going back to Mixon, I think it'd be an overreaction to fade all of his bets because I do think the upside is there for him.
Yeah, right. I remember last week, Bukes, and I think a few of you guys were all in and all together on under Akers, 63.5 rushing yards. Geoff, what do you want to do here? Is it an overreaction to fade all of these and steer clear of all these rushing props?
Yeah, I mean, Matt pretty much took the words out of my mouth. You fade the Rams side of it, and I think you could probably find some really good bets on Joe Mixon this week because I think that people are expecting the Bengals to be throwing it a lot. But just as an example, longest rush, Joe Mixon over 13.5 yards. That's not very big for Joe Mixon. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the greatest yards per carry average, but he's explosive, and we saw against the Chiefs, like Pearce mentioned. I mean, they are committed to running even when they're behind, so there will be the opportunities. The biggest thing is Joe Mixon is an every down back. He's going to be playing a ton in the Super Bowl. We don't really know the rotation on the Rams. The Rams running backs also kind of all aren't playing very well right now. So the Mixon props are what you should be looking at to potentially go over. But no, I would fade the Rams rushing attack here.